Hello students, hope you are all safe at home. Welcome back once again to my maths class. In this video session, we are going to learn about the completing square method. That is, it is another method to find the roots of the quadratic equation. Now, although we have completed finding the splitting the middle term method also. Now, in the quadratic equations, we have the roots. So, the method to find the roots we were discussing since two sessions. Okay, this is the third session we were discussing about the quadratic equations. Now, there are the methods I'll again revise for you. One method for finding the roots is splitting middle term. In the previous session, we have done this, and the problems based on this, we have done it. And the second method to find the roots is completing square method. Okay. And there is also another method, that is quadratic formula. Quadratic formula. Right. Now, in this session, we have completed this, isn't it? In this session, we will be dealing with the completing square methods as well as the quadratic formula to find out the roots. Okay. Now here, in the completing square methods, there are steps to find out the method, how to find out the roots, right? Now, step 1 here, this is for the completing square methods, the steps I am giving, okay? Step 1 is that when you take a quadratic equation, suppose let me take x square minus 10x plus 9, some equation, okay? You have to make the coefficient I am writing in short, coefficient of x square equals to 1. Okay. First step is we have to make the coefficient of x square equals to 1. Here in this case already 1 is there. If it is 2, you have to make it to 1. That means if you divide by 2, 2 gets cancelled, it comes to 1. So, if it is 1, okay, but if it is other than 1, you have to make the coefficient of x square to equals to 1. That is the first step. Now, the second step, to the LHS of the quadratic equation, add and subtract the coefficient of x by 2 whole square. Okay. So, to the LHS side, we have to add as well as subtract. If you add and subtract, there won't be any change in the value, isn't it? Adding and subtracting, what we have to add? The coefficient of x. The coefficient of x by 2 whole square. This part you have to add and subtract to the LHS part. Okay. This is the second step. Now, only 2 steps are important. The third will be deduced. Okay. Here, this step is one of the formulae will be applicable. One of the formulae will be applicable. What does this mean? One of the formulae will, after adding and subtracting this coefficient of x square by 2 whole square to the LHS, you will find one of the formulae to be applicable. The formulas are simple, that is the identities a square plus b square plus 2ab, a plus b whole square, and a minus b whole square, a square plus b square minus 2ab. So, one of these 2 formulas will be applicable. Okay. So, simply these two formulas, any one formula will be applicable. Now when these are the steps involved in the completing square method. The method name itself, the square. Square means after adding and subtracting coefficient of x by 2 whole square to the LHS, we will see a square. Okay, that is the formula, one of the formula here, a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square. Okay, by the completing these two squares, we will be finding out the roots. Now you will understand these three steps are very important, students. Okay, the third step is nothing but you can easily get the formulae, and first and the second step. First step is you have to bring the coefficient of x square. If it is not in 1, you have to bring it into 1, that is equals to 1. Then second one is the most important. To the LHS part of the equation, you have to add as well as subtract coefficient of x by 2 whole square. That's it. You will be getting one of the formula which will be applicable. Okay. Now we will do using these steps the completing square method. I'll take the same example. This is in your do this. Okay. That is one of the do this problem here. Okay, I'll start the first step. Okay, this is our quadratic equation because degree 2 and have in the descending powers of x. Make the coefficient of x square equals to 1. Already x square coefficient is 1. If it is not 1, you have to divide by that number and make it to equal to 1. So first step is over. Now the second step, to the LHS of quadratic equation, add and subtract coefficient of x square. Now what is the coefficient of x square here? Coefficient of x. What is the coefficient of x? Minus 10. Okay. Minus 10 by 2 whole square. Okay. What is this? Coefficient of x by 2 whole square. Coefficient of x is minus 10 by 2 whole square. This comes to minus 5, 2 ones are 2 5s are minus 5 whole square. That is 25. So add and subtract 25 given. Okay, now we'll do that. There's no need of writing this for you to explain. Now here, now the first step is over. Now the second step, x square minus 10x plus 9. I have to add as well as subtract what? The coefficient of x, that is minus 10 by 2 whole square. Okay, that means minus 10 by 2 whole square. So these two, add and subtract this part, this only important one. Okay, as well as we have equal to 0, right? Now we'll write x square minus 10x plus 9. So this comes to minus 5 whole square. So plus 25. This is again here minus, so inside you get minus 5 whole square plus 25, here minus. So if added and subtracted, if you cancel it, it's 0. There is no change in the equation. Now from here, this third step comes. One of the formula will be applicable. Now seeing this, we have to get that formula. Now here if you see the plus formula, a plus b whole square, if there is plus sign in the 2ab, then you get plus formula. Minus sign in the 2ab, you get minus. That means here 2ab here is the x1, here this one. If this is minus, if the coefficient of x is minus, okay, and if coefficient of x is plus, if the coefficient of x is plus, you have to apply that formula. If the coefficient of x is minus, you have to apply this formula. So here we got minus, isn't it? Coefficient of x is minus, so minus formula. So you see this one, this part, and you see this. These three, from these three we can write, this is, if you write it, x square minus 10x plus 25 at one place and these two other place. Okay, shift it to the other side, minus 9 plus 25. These two terms I have shifted to the other side, minus 9, the changes. Okay, now here if you see these three terms, we can see this minus is there in the x, coefficient of x minus is there, so this formula is applicable. You can clearly see that this is expansion of x minus 5 whole square. That means the third step is that one of the formula will be applicable. If it is plus, you take x plus 5. Here, if you expand this, x square plus 5 square, b square is 5 square 25, 2ab, 2 into a into b, that comes to minus 10x. So simply this will be applicable for the formula. Here 25 minus 9 is plus 16. Okay, we got it. Now the square, if you want to remove the square, it comes to x minus 5 equal to square root of 16 plus or minus, because square na, if you shift it to that side, plus or minus 15. That means 1 is plus 16, the other is minus 16, root of 16. So this is plus 4, this is minus 4, x minus 5. Okay, now this is a quadratic equation. Quadratic equation, at most you have to get 2 zeros. So 2 zeros we got, that is 2 roots. X minus 5, first we'll take 4. Okay, x is equal to 4 plus 5, 9. Now x minus 5, if you take minus 4, now shift it that side, x is equal to minus 4 plus 5, so 1. So therefore the roots are 1, 9. Right. So I've done it according to the completing square method, because here we are taking the squares, we are bringing it into that form, that square. So we are completing it using the square. So like this we can find out the roots by the second method, that is the completing. The same problem you can do it in the splitting middle term also, that we have done in the previous session, isn't it? Now which method is asked, that method you have to go, or else if it is not asked, you can choose your own method. Now simply pause the video and quickly copy down. Now using the completing square method, we will find out the third one, that is the quadratic formula. That is also very important, the third method to find the roots of the quadratic equation. So using the same method, completing square method, we will be deducing the quadratic formula. Now quadratic formula. This formula is important, right? The method of doing, if you understand, is enough. No need of like this is not so important for the examination part. That means only the formula, if you remember, it's okay. For you, to make you understand, I'm explaining you how we will deduce the formula using completing square method. Now if I take this general form of quadratic, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, right? The general form of the quadratic equation. From this, using the steps, I will deduce. Make the coefficient of x square equals to 1. Now the coefficient of x square is having a, it's not having 1. So I have to make it to equal to 1. That is the first step. How you make it to 1? You divide both sides by a, both sides of the equations, LHS and RHS. So then a gets cancelled, so it comes to x square plus here b by ax plus c by a, simplification, okay, is equal to 0 by something is 0. Okay, first step is over. I am making the coefficient of x square to 1. We got it. Now second, to the LHS of the quadratic equation, add and subtract coefficient of x by 2 whole square. Now coefficient of x is b by a. Okay, coefficient of x by 2 whole square. This you have to add and subtract. Right, that means here to the LHS only, b by ax plus c by a, we have to add b by a by 2 whole square minus b by a by 2 whole square. I have added and subtracted LHS part with the coefficient of x by 2 whole square. Okay, this. Now if you see, this comes to b by a by 2, that it is plus b by a 2a, okay, a by 2. So 2a minus b by 2a whole square. Right, this as it is c by a plus b by ax plus x square. Here Now what is the third step? One of the formula will be applicable. Seeing this, we have to get one of the formula. Now what I told, see the coefficient of x. If it is positive, this formula. If the coefficient of x is negative, minus 2ab, that formula. So this is the coefficient of x, this is positive, so we have to go with the first formula, a plus b whole square. So this part and this part. If you see these three combine, you get x plus formula x plus b by 2a whole square. These three will be deduced to a plus b whole square, where b is b by 2a, b square, a square. This is 2ab part. Okay. Now these two are left over. Shift it to the other side. Minus c by a plus b by 2a whole square. To the other side. So I have changed the sign. Now this we got it here. Okay. Now we'll take the LCM here. Minus c by a plus b square by 4a square. Right. If you take this side, it comes, if you take the LCM, 4a square. Okay. a1. So 4a is left over, 4a into c. So 4ac plus 1, so b square. Right. If you write it in order, here it comes to b square minus 4ac by 4a square. So this part the same, x plus b by 2a whole square. Right. X plus b by 2a whole square comes to this. Now we want to remove the square because I want to find the root of x. So remove the square. So removing the square, x plus b by 2a. If you remove the square, it comes to plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac by 4a square. Just square root I am removing, that side means square root plus or minus. Now the square root, if it is division, it will be for the numerator as well as the denominator. So the numerator part plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by, if you take square root of 4a square, it comes to 2a. Square root of 4 is 2, a square is a. Okay. So I have done the square root of the denominator. Here I have kept x plus b by 2a. Okay. I want just the x. Okay. X is the our root. Okay. Now here, let me take x is equal to, if you shift this that side, it becomes minus b by 2a. Here again plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Right. It's looking very complicated, but we are doing the simple simplifications only. We are following the 3 steps and we are doing simplification. That's it. X is equal to, if you take the LCM 2a, so it becomes minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4a. Right. This is the LCM part. So this is called the quadratic formula. We got this using the completing square method. This is called as the quadratic formula. We can use this formula to find the roots of the quadratic equation. This is the third method, just directly applying the formula. So I am telling you, no need of an reading or by hearting. This is very complicated, you feel. So no need, it's not asked in the examination. For you to understand, I have deduced it. You can remember this. This is x is minus b plus or minus. Now plus or minus, that means you are getting 2 roots. One of the root, if you say one root is alpha, one of the x is alpha. So minus b plus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. If I take the other as beta, so it is minus b minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Here there are 2 plus or minus is there. For b it is only minus, but here under root b square minus 4ac plus or minus. If you take plus, you'll get one root. If you take minus, you get another root. So 2 roots you are getting for the quadratic equation. Using this formula is called as a quadratic formula. Okay, remember this formula, and we will be applying this formula as well as the completing square method, any method which is applicable. We will be applying it and doing the exercise problems. Pause the video and quickly copy down. Find the roots of the following quadratic equation if they exist. This is the first problem in exercise 5.3, right? Given 2x square plus x minus 4 equal to 0. Now, we will be doing it using the completing square method. Now, the first step in completing square method is that we have to make the x square coefficient equal to 1. So, this is 2. So, if you want to make it to 1, you have to divide throughout both the sides by 2. So, 2x square plus x minus 4 equal to 0. Both sides I am dividing by. Why am I dividing? To make x square coefficient 1. That is the first step. So, this comes to x square. Now, here x by 2 minus 4 by 2. So, this is just minus 2. Here 0 by 2 is 0. Okay. Now, here this one. The second step is that we have to make the LHS part of the equation. You have to add and subtract coefficient of x by 2 whole square. So, coefficient of x here is 1 by 2. Okay. So, x square, x by 2 minus 2 here. We have to add and subtract the coefficient of x by 2. Coefficient of x is 1 by 2 by 2 whole square. Here again 1 by 2 by 2 whole square, simply. Right. So, this comes to 1 by 2, 1 by 4 whole square minus 1 by 4 whole square equal to 0 plus minus 2 plus x by 2 and x square. Right. Second step is very important. The second step is very important. Okay. Here you have to just see the coefficient of x, that by 2 whole square. Okay, that you have to multiply and add and subtract. Now, see here, this term and this term. Now, if you see these three, what I told, you have to see the x. Here, this is the coefficient of x is positive. So, positive means one of the formula is applicable, that is a plus b whole square. If it is positive, a plus b whole square. So, here a is x plus and b is 1 by 4 whole square. These three are simply deduced like this. Now, shift this to the other side. It becomes, you have to change the signs. Right. Here, it comes to x plus 1 by 4 whole square equals to 2 plus 1 by 16. 1 square, 4 square, 16. Now, take the LCM here, 16. So, it comes to 32 plus 1, right? X plus 1 by 4 whole square. Now, here that means 33 by 16. X plus 1 by 4 whole square. Now, if you take the square root, it comes to here x plus 1 by 4 is equal to plus or minus square root of 33 by 16. So, here x is equal to, if you shift this to the other side, plus or minus root 33 by 4 here. Square root of 16 is 4. Shift this 1 by 4 to the other side, minus 1 by 4. Now, if you take x is equal to 4 here and plus or minus root 33 minus 1. So, this is the roots. So, if you take plus, so alpha, one root is plus, that no need of taking, it's understood. 33 minus 1 by 4 is one root and beta is minus 33 minus 1 by 4. These are the roots, therefore the roots. Okay, we are finding the roots of the following quadratic equation using the completing square method. There is another one here. Let me do the fourth problem in your textbook. It is x square plus 5 x square plus 5 equals to minus 6x, right? The fourth problem. Let's do it. Now shift this here, x square minus 6x plus 5 in the descending order of the powers of x. So that means we are bringing the quadratic equation in a standard form. Now here, the first step of the completing square method is that you have to make the x square coefficient 1. So it's already there. It's 1. No need of dividing. Now the second step is that you have to add and subtract. X square minus 6x plus add and subtract. What we have to add and subtract? Coefficient of x. Coefficient of x is minus 6 by 2 whole square. Coefficient of x is minus 6 by 2 whole square. This we have to add and subtract. So this comes to 2 1s, 2 3s. Minus 3 whole square is plus 9. So x square minus 6x plus 5 plus 9 minus 9 simply. See here, minus 3 whole square is 9 plus 9. Now here, if you see this, now the coefficient of x, here the x coefficient is minus. So we have to see the a minus b whole square. Okay, a minus b whole square. See this, okay. Here, these 3, if you take, this is, there is minus in the x, okay, for the coefficient of x. So you have to take the minus formula. So if you expand and check it out, a square, b square is 9, 2ab minus 2ab comes to 6x. Now the constants, send it to the other side, minus 5 plus 9. So x minus 3 whole square equal to 4. Now x minus 3 is equal to plus or minus under root 4. That comes to plus or minus 2. Now if x equal to plus 2, if you shift this, plus 3. Now x is equal to minus 2 plus 3. So there are two terms, plus or minus 2. Plus 2 and minus 2 I have taken. You will be getting 2. Okay, 5 here, here 1. Therefore, the roots, the alpha and beta, the roots are 1, 5. Right. Okay, like this we will be doing. And with this, we completed. Let's pause the video. Let's do the second one. Now the second problem in the exercise, find the roots of the quadratic equation given in question 1. Okay, there are 4 problems given in question 1 by applying the quadratic formula. Now in the first question, we have done the 2 problems using the completing square method. Now the second problem is that you have to do all the 4 problems using the quadratic formula. If it is specified using the quadratic formula, you have to stick on to that. Okay, now in that 4 problems, I have done the first and the fourth. Okay, now I have taken the second one of the first question. Question 1, the second problem I have taken. We will be doing using the quadratic formula. This is the question. Okay, now here we will see it for the general formula. This is the general formula of the quadratic equation. Now here a value is equal to 4. B value is equal to the coefficient of x, that is 4 root 3, and C value is equal to 3. First write down ABC values. Then we will apply the formula. We are applying the formula. Formula of the quadratic formula is minus b. Okay, x is equal to minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay. You can write x or you can write alpha beta. Okay, alpha beta are the roots, right? Now this formula, we will be just substituting the values of alpha comma beta equal to minus b. B value is 4 root 3 plus or minus under root b square. That means 4 root 3 whole square, 4 minus 4ac, 4 into I am writing it as a dot, 4a and c by 2a. Okay, now minus 4 root 3 here plus or minus under root 4 square is 16. Okay, and root 3 whole square is 3. Root 3 whole square is 3 and 16. 16 3s comes to 48 minus 4 4s are 16. 16 3s are 48. Here also. and 2a, we didn't substitute a here. Now a is 4, 2 into 4, that comes to 8, right? Now this is minus 4 root 3 plus or minus 0. See, plus by 8, okay? 0, 48 minus 48 is 0. This comes to minus 4 by root 3 by 8. So 4 once, 4 twice, that is minus root 3 by 2. Okay, so therefore the roots are similar roots, minus root 3 by 2, comma, minus root 3 by 2. Right, like this we will be finding the roots using the quadratic formula. Now, with this we completed the quadratic formula and the completing square methods. There are verbal problems in the exercise. We will be doing that in the next session. Thank you.